Hello everyone and welcome to the fifth lecture of the second module, Communication Skills for Mental Well-being. And in this lecture, we will be exploring how you can develop the assertive communication, you can build the skills for healthy communication for your mental well-being. So now questions comes that why communication matters for well-being. It helps you to express your inner words. When someone is going through a mental disorder or mental distress, then they are unable to express themselves. Maybe you have noticed when you are angry, you don't want to talk anyone. You are feeling so restless, you are feeling aggression from inside. You want to say many things, but you control yourself. You don't talk to anyone. And many times this also happens that when someone is going through a mental health disorders and they don't have words to speak, their speech got affected. And many times this also happens that you have so many thoughts, there are many thoughts in your mind and you are unable to speak up what you want to do those things. Okay, so in this presentation we will see that how you can do better in your life to communicate your thoughts. Okay, and communication also helps you to build up a support system, because whenever something happened around you and you don't have friends, because you are already going to registers, you are not expressing, but if you will start expressing yourself, you feel the change in you make friends, you develop a support system, you are able to convey your things, and in that way your stress got released. Another way it helps, communication helps, is it helps you to come out of your isolation, because you are communicating, you are talking to others and you are being with the other members of your society and you are expressing, so it releases your emotions, the extreme emotions you are feeling which you have not find out the way to communicate. So language also helps in that. And there is always, the communication has two part, okay, listening and speaking. But the under, so when it comes to the speaking, then the communication, it's about the language. But the language, whatever we are expressing, we are saying, right, but the other language is non-verbal, what you are not saying, what others are understanding by your gestures, by your body language, that is also a language. Many times when you see, you ask that, do you want this? Person will not say yes, no, or I like this, or I want this, but they will just nod. They have not said, but their body language is saying. If you see in this picture also, both of them are facing each other, right? Both of them are smiling. Their hands, right? One is tilt and one is facing the other person, and both hands are facing to each other. So in that way, it shows that they are cooperating, they are understanding each other language. Both have the same hands in the same position, right? So these are the non-verbal signals which you can get when you start talking to someone. That is another. So we say it's a non-verbal language. One is what you are saying, the other one is what you are observing, what you are understanding by their body, where they are tilt, what they want to express. And in the communication, your body language, as I said, it's very important. Yeah, the another effective ways of the communication, or the foundation of the communication, are the clarity, tone and timing. Okay, so whenever you are going to say something, you are in a conversation with somebody, you should know that there should be a clarity in your thoughts, what you are going to express. If you are having so many thoughts, then maybe you won't be able to express yourself, because you are not clear in your thoughts. And maybe you are clear in your thoughts, but you have chosen the wrong timing. Everybody was talking something else, but suddenly it clicked that okay, I wanted to express my disappointment, or you were so excited and you want to say that I am so excited about this, and suddenly you express. So everybody was in a serious mode and somebody talks in that way. So you have to understand, because then only you can express your thoughts in an effective way. So if you want to learn, you start practicing these things, that when the clear thought, whatever you are going to say, it should be clear, and your tone should not be very high. Sometimes it's simple thing, generally how we talk to our friends and how we talk to our parents or the elder members, teachers, supervisors, or anyone in the workspace, your boss. You see the same thing, but the language, the tone will change, right? When if you are angry, then also don't shout in front of your supervisor, in front of your boss. Why? Right? But if it happens with your colleague, or with your friend, or with whom you are very close, sometimes your tone gets changed. Okay, so that also plays very important role, how you are saying it. Sometimes your tone may change the meaning of the sentence. Okay, start observing these things in your communication, or whenever you talk to a person, then you can find out. If I'll say, okay, I'm sad, I'm really sad, right? Or you are saying, I'm sad, don't talk to me, right? So there's a change in the tone. I'm always saying I'm sad, but the tone is changed. And the other part of the communication is listening, right? How you can master in this listening. Everybody says, yes, I also heard this thing, but were you really listening that thing, or it was just overheard thing or heard thing? You have to see this, because as much as speaking is important, listening is also same time, it's very important, because it's listening is beyond hearing. Hearing, you don't pay attention whatever is coming, but when you are listening something, you are completely involved in that matter. Whatever someone else is saying or expressing, you are getting each and every word, right? And you are showing also, as I said, through the body language, through the visual things. Maybe you will nod, you will show through your body language, you will tilt, or you will just maybe casually you will say or whatever. So through your body language also you show. There should be some visual signs that you are in a class, and then you are paying attention to that. It happens, right? Maybe you all follow that, but if you are really want to, but when you are just hearing that thing, it doesn't pay any effect on your body language, right? You are doing your work and something is playing on the background music, but when you are listening, you are, right, you are remembering all the words. Maybe you are murmuring, maybe you are shaking your legs or your foot, whatever. So another way is like how you can do that thing, that somebody will say that you are participating in the conversation or you are listening, is the paraphrasing. That is another part of the active listening. Paraphrasing is whatever someone is saying, you will not repeat the whole sentence, but you will summarize in a way that the person who is talking to you will understand. Like maybe somebody expressed his joyful thing or emotions, whatever he had achieved after getting good marks, and saying to get, okay, so maybe you are, so how you will paraphrase it, you will see that thing. That person is maybe expressing you so many things that he took 2 minutes or 3 minutes, but maybe in a line or in a two line, you can express in a way, okay, I understand that you are so happy with that thing, or like you try to paraphrase that thing. So the person who is talking to you will get the signal that you are actually active listener, you are understanding his thing, whatever he is saying. And some other uh, techniques which you can use, or strategies which you should follow, is the use non-verbal clues. So whenever you are saying something or you are listening, you have to understand the person whatever is expressing, because when someone is very distressed or going through a difficult phase and wanted to share something with you, and you are not showing, or he is saying something but through his body language maybe he is very defensive, you are not able to understand. So you have to show that okay, you have to get that yeah, I am getting it, or that maybe that person needs more time to express himself. You have to give them that time, right? When you start understanding these things, you will say that your communication skills are getting better day by day. So, and you can give them the feedback also. That feedback can be constructive. Means like after verbal affirmation that like, okay, I see, yes, I understand, right? So, in between, so you are also participating, you are listening, it will show. You will say these things with this is really happening when you are participating in a communication and you are actively involved in this process, and give the space to the other person to express themselves, right? When your turn is, when you are on this side, you are listening, and you somebody is saying and you interrupted in between. You say that person maybe is in a serious conversation or taking time to express themselves. He's taking first step. He paused for a minute. If a person is in a stress, that's a very much possible that he takes time to open up. If you will interrupt that person in the brain, okay, what happened next? Maybe you are excited or you wanted to help, that okay, you wanted to know the whole story, but it will interrupt his thought process. He won't be able to express himself, right? So whenever this is happening, you take time and you say, okay, you will not interrupt that person. You will take time, give him some time, and after some time, that person will definitely open up, will complete his sentence. Okay, and if you are unable to understand, you are free to ask the questions, right? You can ask the clarifying questions that okay, sorry, can you repeat it? Sorry, I didn't understand it. Okay, what happened? I am not getting properly, right? So that person will understand that you are interested in this conversation, you are an active listener, you want to understand. So these are few things which you should practice if you want to be an active listener. And what benefits you get when you become an active listener, or you are start practicing active listening skills, you use them in daily life. How it happened? After some time you start developing the trust. You because you participated, the you have developed that understanding, the another person with whom you were communicating, that understand that this is the person with whom, because you had given him the time to express himself. You listened, you understood whatever he had not said through his non-verbal clues. Right? These things will help you to develop the trust. Okay, it also helps in resolving the conflicts. What happens when somebody in a conflict situation, if you will see what happens, that both of them are arguing that on a, maybe we can take an example in the way that in a heated argument about maybe the mess food, and both of them are shouting, no, this is not clean. Otherwise saying ki, no, I like this, this is not, this is very clean, right? So nobody is, though nobody takes time to listen each other, right? And that situation, the argument may go from here to there. Okay, so if you will give a space, you will give time to the other person to express, then there will be no conflict, because you will follow that thing. You will resolve the issue then and there just by using these skills, and your problem will also get resolved by that if you will follow these things, if you will take care of these things, that how you have to communicate. And especially when you are going through a distressful situation, you are stressed out, or you see that with whom you are in touch is going through that. So you can practice on your own also, and you can give the space to the others also to do that thing in both the situation, whether you are going yourself or you are completely uh, in a normal state. In the both side, these skills will help you to communicate your things. So in the communication, right, there are aggressive, passive, passive aggressive, or the assertive way of communication. So assertiveness is the best way to communicate. So when we are talking about that, how you can develop the communication skills, how this will help you, then the assertiveness is the key, right? You understood that what skills you have to use when you are communicating your things or you are listening. Now it comes to the assertiveness, how you will say it. You have to express yourself completely and the properly. You have to communicate your thoughts. You may say that in that way, because many times you don't know how to say no, how to say no to the unwanted work, unwanted things in your life. But through this, you can express yourself and they will understand your thoughts clearly, right? And you have to avoid the aggression, okay? You will not say, no, I don't want to do this thing, right? Then the tone, the words, right? Emotion, everything is there. But if you will say this thing, okay, no, I don't want to do this as I have another work. Yeah, I don't want to do this thing, right? This is the simple thing in assertive way. You are not shouting, you are not saying anything, you are not expressing your anger, but you are just expressing your thoughts clearly that I am not interested in doing this work, okay? So how you will develop the assertiveness? You will use the I statement. So focus on your feelings and needs, that I feel this or I uh, felt like this, right? And instead of blaming that you have done this, that's why I'm feeling like this, or because of all in my group, I have this thing. No, if you want to develop the assertiveness, if you want to do communicate, you want to uh, communicate your feeling in a well-mannered way, then if you want to develop the assertiveness, then you have to practice the I statements. It will always help you to express your thoughts clearly, and it will start building your confidence also, because then you will not feel stressed out. Whatever was happening in your life, you will express through your words clearly and in an assertive manner. And it will also help you to practice the set the boundaries, because maybe you get attached to somebody, you wanted to say no, you were feeling overwhelmed or overburdened with the work, but you never said no, and you are doing so, you are unable to set the boundaries. It happens many times whenever we meet a person, they say ki, okay, I'm feeling distressed because I couldn't say no, I have some other priorities, but I couldn't follow that thing, I couldn't study, or I couldn't go for my regular routine, because they couldn't say no, okay? So you have to learn, and it will help you. So you will use the I statements, you will mind your tone, you will see the time, you will understand that, and then you will develop it gradually. And you can maybe later on you can seek their feedback also, okay, that how they felt after you communicated your thoughts clearly, how they felt, you can say. So here your thoughts first, you have to focus on your thoughts, that you are able to, what thoughts you are going through, then only you would be able to express them. If you will be having so many thoughts, maybe there will be kind of a puzzle in your mind, and you won't be able to express yourself clearly. On the way to understand it, the empathy, everybody think what the empathy is. Empathy and sympathy, everybody heard it, right? So it's just the empathy is acknowledging others feeling, what they are going through. You are not feeling exactly their pain which they are going through, but you can try to understand that thing, okay? So you may say that, okay, I can understand. A person who had gone through an accident, the pain which he is going through, only he can understand. But if you will also start feeling that pain, you will also start crying, it will not help. Okay, if you will not just show the, but if you will feel that thing empathetically way, you maybe you would be able to help that person more. Okay, and you have to offer your unconditional support. Okay, you will create, you will provide a safe space to that person. Okay, you will not judge. That is the key. Then only a person can say that, okay, he is empathetic towards me. Okay, and if you will practice the active listening, because you are listening properly, you will develop a understanding about his thoughts, his feeling. You will give him confidence, and you will develop the trust, and all these things all together will develop the empathy in you. Okay, if you want to help someone, then start using these skills. So as if you want to develop the more through the dialogues, you have to seek the clarity with questions. You can ask the open-ended questions what they are going through, because you want to communicate your things to them. You want to keep the conversation going on. If you will ask the close-ended questions are those questions which has the answers in yes or no. Okay, if you will ask, have you had your dinner? Maybe that person will say yes. Okay, this will be close ended. Have you studied? Close ended. But okay, no. But if you will ask what teacher had taught in the class, then it's a open ended, because you are giving the scope the other person to express what they had taught. It cannot be yes or no. Okay, so maybe you can use these open ended questions if you want to develop these skills. You can validate others' perspective and emotions, whatever they are going through. You can acknowledge, you can affirm, right? Yes, I can understand, I can see. And as we say, you will reflect and summarize whatever it happens. So the skills you are going to use, you have to practice regularly. It will not happen in a day. If you will practice it regularly, then only you will say that you are having more friends, or you are able to express yourself in your surroundings. Another way people feel stress when they have to navigate their difficult conversations, or they have to express their feelings, real feelings, right, when they are going through, because it's hard. It's not that easy that you are just casually going to someone and start expressing, or somebody will come and start saying what he is going through. It's not possible. Okay, really. So when you are thinking about someone, how will you navigate your difficult feelings? Okay, you can uh, write down all of them in a paper, okay, with a pen, read them and see what you are going to express. You take time before expressing, because it needs the preparation. Mentally you have to be prepared when you are going to start a serious conversation, because it's not a fun time. You are already stressed. It's very difficult to speak out many times. Maybe you wanted to talk about a traumatic incident with somebody, with a trustworthy person, and you are thinking you should say or you shouldn't say. You are sitting, you are taking time. This is perfectly fine to take your time. Till that time you are not prepared, don't express yourself. Take time, and before starting the conversation, if you are feeling, you sit there, you take some deep breaths, relax yourself, and then express. You can write down your thoughts, you can write down your goals, and you then express yourself. Then you share the things. So being in a calm state is very important if you are going to express your things, or you are going to take a difficult decision in your life. It's perfectly okay to take time. It's natural, it's very much normal. And in those conversations, use your natural language. If you think, you don't have to pretend, you think that person will not be able to understand. No, if that person is empathetic or understand your things, or you are giving someone that trust that they can share, then they will definitely share. So you also have to be natural. If you will pretend, the other person will also understand that he is just pretending, he is not empathetic towards me. Why will he share the things with you? Why he will share his secrets with you or his traumatic experience with you? So if you think he should do, be natural, be calm, and then listen to them. So this is the power of a mindful conversation. It helps you to resolve the conflicts, and it, if there are any issue, then they don't focus on the issue, they focus on the things, how it can be get resolved, right? They focus on the person who is there, who is going through the distress thing, and they listen, they understand, and then they take the actions. They seek the ground, common ground, and where they can find out the solution, they completely do that thing. So every time they do it, and they reach to a problem solving procedure, they complete it, and it will help you to build the strong foundation. It will help you to build the trust, a rapport, right? So when a person is in a stressful situation or facing difficulties in their life, why they will open to you? It's a big questions, why they will open to you. If you want to give them the space, you want to be empathetic towards them, they will develop the trust, they will develop the rapport with you, then only they will get open to you. And for that you have to invest some time. Without giving time, if you are in a hurry, don't start a conversation. Okay, take the time, take pause, just relax. Whenever, if you are in a hurry, you can say simply that, see, I have this work, maybe we can talk at this time. If they really want to talk, definitely they will give you the time. Okay, so take care of this thing, and there should be a consistency in your actions also. You are saying something else and you are doing something else, then you won't be able to develop the rapport with that person. It will never happen. And you have to be honest and natural. You shouldn't hide anything. Okay, you are just pretending that I will keep your thing confidential. You are saying it, but you are not keeping. They will never come back to you. They will never share their things with you. If you want to do that thing, you want to develop, you have to keep the things confidential. You have to maintain a transparency. You have to build that confidence, right? So in the beginning, maybe you can start uh, just to develop a rapport with that person. You start with a casual conversation. You just stay there. You give them your time. You just talk to them. Definitely, it will help to develop a rapport, and it will help you to build a new relationships, because building relationship, right, timing is the foundation. No? Communication you are going to start, but you are doing it in a hurry, then they will have, this person doesn't have time for me. Why I should start a new relationship? Relationship doesn't mean just only the romantic relationship, but every kind of relationship. So when you have time, then only you start a conversation. And what the daily practice you can start for your well-being, for your mental health well-being, maybe you can start daily writing down your feelings. You can ask yourself that, how are you feeling? What do you need today? Okay, you take a just pen or paper, you can maintain a diary. If you don't want to, you have a feeling that somebody will read your diary, maybe you can maintain in your laptop, your phone, your software, any soft copy, you can keep it if you have that thing. But start expressing yourself that how was your day, what were you feeling, what was your emotion actually at that time. That will help you to navigate your difficult feeling also, to express yourself in a better way, whether you are talking or you are listening. In both the parts, it will definitely help you. And you be in a meaningful conversation. And if you want to develop the relationships with others, because it helps, if you will have the people around you, you will keep talking, you will not feel that much stress. So whoever are your loved ones or who are in your surroundings, you keep checking in that something is happening in their life or they are completely okay. Sometimes call them or just drop a message whenever you have time, right? This is just simple messaging or just saying hi, hello, that it gives them a feeling that somebody is there with whom they can open up. So in a these kind of a stressful environment, when you are only doing work, 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 if you will get some time to reflect on your own feelings, and you will give time is very important, right? I feel it's invaluable. So if you have that, just give to others also, and definitely you will build so many relationships, and those relationships will stay for your lifelong, right? So you can start doing that thing, and you can reflect, you can start journaling also, you can see what you were going through that time and how you have dealt with that, right, your emotions. So it will enhance your strength, you will feel more self-aware, you will feel that you are able to express yourself in a better way if you will start doing that thing. So practice it regularly. And so just the few key takeaways, or what you have to remember, that mindful communication is a powerful key. It's a tool, but it comes with the practice. You have to develop it every day. You have to practice it for long time, then only. And when you have time, then you start writing down your own feelings, your own thoughts, your task which you have, prioritize them and do them accordingly. If you are going to talk to somebody, give them time, listen to them, try to understand their body language, their that non-verbal clues which they are showing during the conversation, and that will help you to build a relationship, that will help you to build a support system. If you are feeling lonely, if you are feeling alone, if no one is around you, you are going through a mental stress, you are feeling distress in your life, right? Start practicing. You are unable to open up, write down, then share with somebody when you are in a good mood, when you wanted to. Okay, don't do it in hurry. It may take some time, but definitely if you will do it gradually, you will feel it that yes, I am healing, and I am healing myself, my worrisome thoughts, and I can do very good in my life. Okay, thank you.